Hi friends, welcome back to another build challenge in The Sims 4. My name is Sid and we do fun challenges and builds and Sims 4 related things on this channel all the time. Last week I started building up this empty world in The Sims 4. This is Newcrest. It comes with the Sims 4 base game normally empty. As we go, we've been increasing the price. So our budget started at 700 simoleons and we made our way up to 50k in the last episode. I'm gonna link the playlist down below. We've been building up this world from the ground up. So here is where our neighborhood is at. We've got this whole section over here almost complete. We have one more lot to complete this portion of the neighborhood. I think it's coming along so nicely, and I actually left the last video open. I wanted to see what the comments were saying. I wanted to incorporate you guys into this video and this series. This is my favorite part about doing a build series. I can get your input. It's not like I'm posting the build and it's already complete. You guys have a say in this series. But I was checking the comments and you said it would be a fun idea to have a community lot, so that's what we're gonna build today. We're gonna finish off this neighborhood. We're gonna jump from 50k, which we did last time, to 75, and the reason why is I want to keep the 100k for the next neighborhood, and then we'll go up from there. So here's how we're gonna tie this all together. This is our sim. This is Anna, by the way. I didn't even tell you guys her name, but this is Anna. She's been coming along this journey, slowly making money by gardening and painting. She's basically doing whatever she can do to make sure she can afford to move from one house to the next. What we're gonna build today is going to be a greenhouse coffee shop. We're gonna pull together the whole storyline here with a coffee shop. And this coffee shop is gonna have a big garden in the background. And also I want there to be tons of plants on the inside. It's basically going to be like one of those greenhouse cafes that you can go in and there's food. I don't know if you guys have been to one of those. There's one near my house and it's such a magical kind of place. So that's what we're gonna build today. I want there to be a big back patio. So I'm actually gonna build out this way. We're gonna bring our fence back here and connect it so that that's gonna have flooring. I also want to do a little front patio here. We could have one leading up to the front door and maybe like a side patio here as well. And I think we're gonna have it up on 2 floors. So let's build a second floor right on top. Maybe we can have like bathrooms up here or something. And I've almost spent 10,000 simoleons of our budget. This is pretty big. 75k for our budget. I mean, we're probably gonna get away with quite a bit. We're not gonna have to have like the beds in here. Only a bathroom is kind of like the essential thing that we're gonna need, plus our little coffee shop area. So I think for the inside, it's not gonna be too bad. But for the outside, we're gonna be spending a lot of money on landscaping. I've moved away from using debug and using the free plants. Obviously, we're gonna have glass roofing throughout, so I'm gonna adjust these and change those over to glass. We'll have our top part up here. I said I was thinking about maybe doing some like bathrooms up here. So part of this roof is gonna have to be not glass. We don't want to be peeking through the bathrooms, not the vibe at all for this place. Let's split it in half. We'll do half with the glass and then half with like a different paint. And then of course, I think this is gonna be like the full-blown like greenhouse dining area. So let's do full glass here. And I'm trying to picture like what spots are gonna be inside as I'm going. Like I'm picturing this to be completely full windows on this side. So we're gonna do glass windows, full glass, equalized style ones all the way around. So something like that for that side. I wanna do different windows over here for the entry area. One of my favorites to use are these ones from Laundry Day. If I could fit 2 on this side, that would be fantastic. You know what? Maybe we'll just do 1. I would love to have a pergola coming over the front. So let's go and use the new one from My Wedding Stories. I surprisingly don't use this that often. This was one of the items that came with this pack that I was like obsessed with, couldn't wait to use. I went through a phase where like the only items I would ever use in every build was the base game one that we got. So honestly, I thought this one would take more time in my builds, but it hasn't. I apologize. Me feeling bad for not using an item. Me apologizing to said item. I am so freaking unapologetically Canadian. Okay, let's get a door in there. I love this blue one from My Wedding Stories again. And then let's also bring it together with that plant statue thing. This one from Get Together. We'll have our stairs here. This is where we're gonna lead up to the front entry. And then I'm also gonna add some back stairs. I think I'm gonna put a door right here instead. So let's get big glass door. Maybe we can use that base game one there. And then for the back, I want to do another like patio area. So back here, I'm actually going to use a fence. I'm going to use the same one that we've been using in this neighborhood. We'll keep it consistent all the way to the end of this neighborhood. We're going to change it up when we get out of here because we are actually going to meet our love interest at this bar / coffee shop. So I'm going to explain to you the lore of this Newcrest town. We should come up with a better name than Newcrest for this. You guys can name it. Let me know what you guys want to name this place, and we totally can go with that. We'll go with like the top comment or something. But I want this place to have a story. It's gonna be a cute little love story. I came up with something earlier. But first, I want to make sure that we have a garden here. We're gonna pull together the final garden area of this entire neighborhood. And this one is gonna be massive. The owners care a lot about tending this place. Maybe we'll bring it over a little bit because I think I'm gonna put a public bathroom in the back there. Right now, this is actually set to a residential lot, but later on, I'm gonna change it into a restaurant or a coffee shop or something. And then over there for our tent lot, someone had a really good idea of changing that into a rental so that later on we can go back there and go camping and actually do it. I thought that was such a smart idea, so we're totally going to be doing that once I go in and change like all the lot types. Let's fix our terrain paint so it's actually lining up properly. I think I might actually divide this into 3. So we have a massive area in the back for gardening, and then I'm gonna go in also with some terrain paint. Oh my god. And we're gonna carve out our walking area. So this over here, I'm gonna put a bathroom. We're gonna lead that over to this way. Maybe we could do one of those stone pathways that we've been doing in the other portions of the neighborhood. So we'll do a couple of those here, bring that together, and then at the front, we'll use that same one here. And then maybe that could also like lead this way. We'll add one public bathroom. I think I'm gonna add some more inside. So I'm just gonna put this one out here for like this area. I have everything kind of like laid out where I want it. I'm gonna go in and start adding the windows onto this thing. And I've been using a lot of Snowy Escape in this neighborhood, so I'm gonna keep it consistent, bring all these together here. In the last video, I also asked you guys what kind of like aesthetic you wanted to go for. So our love story here with this place is going to incorporate another style and another element that we're gonna bring forward into the next neighborhood. I think I like how that looks so far. I'm gonna bring these around the back. I added our chimney right here. Let's do maybe a couple more windows like this. I'll put them on the side here, and maybe we can add some bigger ones in the back as well. I'm planning on adding a lot of vines going up the side, so some of these might end up being covered. I'm gonna bring this window, the bay window from Laundry Day, I'm gonna bring that to the back here and maybe add 2. And then when we do go and add our plants, I'm thinking about bringing it up like this way. I sort of made like an area in between those windows there, so that's gonna be like the direction that we're gonna go with it. I want to also bring that up the side here. Maybe I could do like some greenery coming up that way. And then once we have a direction, I like to go in with these and add just like some flowers on the side. I'm also gonna go in with these cottage living ones, and we're just gonna clean it up a little bit, keeping my eye on the budget so I don't go too overboard with these. We're gonna get some flooring. I've been using cottage living a lot. I think it looks really nice with this neighborhood, so I'm gonna put that onto all of my decks. We're gonna get the wallpaper, which I think I'm just gonna go very basic with it. We're gonna do some spa day siding because we're gonna have so much landscaping going up this build. But let's maybe change it up for our chimney. For the chimney, we can use cottage living going up the side. And I think this area here is going to be an outdoor patio. So what I'm gonna do is go and get some toddler lights, and I'm gonna connect these in between my windows here so that we've got some lighting, and this is gonna look so pretty at nighttime. So we've got those evenly spaced back here. I'm gonna get some tables. Let's get some chairs. I think the inside of this is going to be a little bit like rugged looking, a little bit like hipster vibes, I think. So I'm gonna go in with these chairs from Discover University. We're gonna get the full effect with those little dine out like menus. Where are those? These, I'm gonna put these on every table. While we're at it, I'm gonna get a host stand as well. We're gonna put this out here, maybe like this one nice and close to the front. But I think I want some of these to have an umbrella too. So I'm gonna go and try and find one of those that I can put like on top. I don't want them to interfere with my light, so I'm gonna have to try and find one that's gonna fit under there. I also might have to get a little bit tricky with this because I want to keep the tables that I have. So maybe I could try and combine them somehow. And we'll keep the umbrella fitting underneath some of these lights. We're gonna have to make it work. So I finished our landscaping. This took up such a big chunk of our budget. I used like these really expensive flowers over here from Romantic Garden. I used a whole bunch of different plants for the landscaping, brought the vines up the side, added this small seating area under here, which I thought was so cute. There's little stone seats, nice eco lifestyle tree around. Around the back, we have our huge garden area, which I love how this ended up. I was worried having like the fences in between, but I added these little flowers here. I think these were also, oh, these are base game. So I just added those in between. I brought it together with like bicycles around. I think it looks so magical. And over here, our patio area, I added an easel. I want this place to be really appealing to to Anna. She lives across the street, so obviously she's gonna see this place and want to spend time here. This is how our super adorable outside patio ended up. It's so cute at nighttime with those fairy lights going on as well. I also added a small picnic area over here. The bicycles making it look like there's Sims that are actually coming over here. Can we get it in live mode with the butterflies flying around? Maybe later. Sometimes I'll press play and like butterflies will like fly around these plants, but I'm not seeing any, so we'll come back. Before we go inside, I want to introduce to you a new character in our build series that's becoming a let's play series, whatever. This is Theo. His parents owned this place. He recently inherited it. His parents were gardeners. They really took pride in keeping this place looking nice. They opened this coffee shop when he was younger, and as he got older, he started working here to help out. So he's gonna work here as the bartender, the guy that makes the coffee. Maybe he's got more of like an edgier style in here, industrial a little bit. Ooh, I gotta keep my eye on that budget. And Anna starts coming in here for coffee every day. I mean, why would she not look at the environment? Maybe she comes over across the street before she starts her day in the morning. So by coming here all the time, she gets to know Theo, the bartender, because he sees her every day. Now, Theo is not a gardener. Theo could not care less about the garden and how it looks, which obviously is a big deal because if he's gonna inherit this place that his parents made intending to keep it looking nice and proper with a garden, he's gonna have to figure that out. So he and Anna end up getting close. They see each other every day, and he says, you know what, I'll give you some free coffee every day if you come by and help me with the garden. You can sell whatever you want. Any earnings that you make in the backyard gardening, you can sell, just as long as you can keep it looking nice. And obviously Anna is like, absolutely, expanding my garden from this over here to having more space on top of that and free coffee. But why not? Obviously one thing is gonna lead to another. They're gonna fall in love, and moving forward from this community lot, they are going to move in together. She is going to take over half of the business with him, thus giving them another income, another place to make money. And we're gonna tie it all together. I saw in the comments someone said that a mixology skill coming into this would be cool, so we're gonna bring Theo and his industrial kind of like hipster style into this, and we can incorporate the next builds with mixology. Now, of course, it's not gonna end here. I thought it was a really cool idea. Someone also mentioned to do like a legacy sort of thing. So we're not gonna keep Anna and Theo, I don't think, around for the entire time. They're gonna have kids eventually. So I think it would be kind of fun if we like brought in a different element that way, and we could bring in like a legacy kind of thing throughout this neighborhood. And as we go, we can just keep adding to the story. And I think it's a fun way to do this series here. So I want to add a lot more plants here, but before we do that, we're gonna go into this area. This is gonna be like a big formal dining area, I think. Let's go and get a table. Maybe one that's long enough, but if we can't, then we should fit two. Let's try this one from the industrial loft kit. I love that wood on there. We can bring the same chairs that we used over here at the bar, adding those details like the little menus. I'm gonna get some salt and pepper for each table. And then this room I want to fill with plants. I'm gonna get some big ones, maybe like these around the side. I'm gonna fill around the entire area here. I'm also realizing I have to keep in mind that this is glass, so anything hanging is not really going to be actually hanging. I need to make sure my lights are covered, which they're covered by the ceiling, and actually that doesn't look too bad. So the bottom half of the cafe is finished. Let me show you what we got in here. We've got our tables. I added some cute little plants on each one. We have our coffee area over here with Theo tending the bar. Is this not literally the cutest thing ever? I'm dying. I love our Sims. I'm so invested in a build series. Also, he looks pretty good making that coffee, I won't lie. So that's what we've got going on over here. And then on the other side, this is our formal dining seating area in the bulk of the greenhouse. We've got all our plants in here. Super cute. And we still have 10,000 simoleons, which I'm gonna do for upstairs bathrooms. So up we go. I've already got this area over here for, we're just gonna do two like single bathrooms here. We already have the public one going on over there. So let's get the basics. We can do the same counters up here that we had downstairs. We're not gonna have like a shower or anything in here. I don't think. It's just gonna be a toilet, which we can maybe splurge. We have a little bit of extra money. We can use that one there. Let's use this one on this side. And now we have 5,000 simoleons left. I'm gonna use that to decorate. We'll add some mirrors in here. I need to get my sinks. And also I wanna do something for that hallway area there. I think I'm probably just gonna end up doing like some extra gardening, like gardening pots like this right here, just for like indoor seasonal things. For public washrooms, I always like to add these. It's like the paper towel thing and the hand sanitizer, like soap thing from Get to Work. We'll add like a plant in here, and we're also gonna add one right at the end of the hallway. We'll do a few more over on this hallway area here as well. With the last little bit of my budget, I'm just trying to spend on decor for the upstairs. I'm gonna add some shelving. We're gonna maybe do some like end tables around, more plants, and I need some lighting. Maybe we can go in with these here from Seasons, just to avoid the hanging light thing because I don't want it to interfere with my roof. But I can put these in my bathrooms. We need to take pride in this place. This is our first owned business, the place where we met our lover. We're gonna clutter it up with some hand towels or something, and maybe on the side here. Nice little rug in our hallway area, and incoming 1,000,001 plants. Maybe we can add a table under here and add more like supplies or just tiny potted plants. And this is how our upstairs turned out. I'm running out of budget. I have 184 simoleons left, but we've got our bathrooms in here. We have our hallway with a little bit of plant decor in there. For the final $184, I think I want to add a candle on these two tables because it's a little bit dark. Can we get 2 of these? We can get 2 of these. Let's do the citronella candles. There's probably going to be some bugs in here. What you get for going to a greenhouse cafe. I recommend this, by the way. If you guys have never been to a greenhouse cafe, try and see if there's one in your area because I actually love going to these. So this is kind of cool that we've built it in The Sims. I'm gonna leave it with 84 simoleons left. We're gonna go ahead and press play. So Theo and Anna are new owners of this greenhouse cafe. Congratulations to them. This neighborhood is actually complete. We've got this area all figured out. Look at it, it's come to life. It's so freaking cute. I can't wait for this whole world to be finished, but neighborhood 1 is complete. In our next episode, we're gonna have these two move in together. They're gonna build their dream house for 100k simoleons in the new neighborhood of Newcrest. And if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I will put this on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.